Well, I think his brothers killed him, right? Something like that. Or there is like Casper babysitting. No, wait, I don't know. There's definitely some court cases about I don't know. I was on a podcast once where we did a fictional story about a Casper child about drinking cleaning chemicals or something and dying. I don't know. I felt like when that Casper movie came out in the late 90s, that was pretty good technology. I was like, okay, it's I love this new animation mixed with it's like the Roger Rabbit series, but a little more kid friendly, a little less woman in a dress thing. A little less Matrixy, a little less Matrix. I'm the architect. Next slide. This is what it sounds like when a depressed hyena laughs. It's like, It's more of like a drone. It's like, oh. It's like an inverted ohm. It's like a yoga class in the hinterlands. Yeah. I haven't seen a lot of hyenas. I don't know if they have what zoos they have them at. I think zoos should be abolished in the next 10 years. I don't know if they really help anything besides endangered species. I like how I've just jumped to endangered species from a depressed hyena laugh. But zoos are depressing, and that might not be funny, but I don't know. Whatever you do, don't go see Mulan. The new Mulan. It's not something you should see. There's no. This is just regurgitated Instagram material. If you do want to be depressed, go on Twitter. That's where you can get sucked into the 10 minutes of why Adele shouldn't wear her hair like a Zimbabwean or whatever. Now I'm canceled because I said Zimbabwean. Great. Don't. Anyways, I have to leave now. Next slide.
You can edit it out yourself.
Oh yeah, I can edit this. I'm not gonna do that.
You're gonna be authentic. Do you want to go to the next?
Yeah.
Right, okay. Didn't interrupt.
Watching paint drip. I think this was one of my suggestions. It's obvious. It could be while you're watching paint dry. Maybe a better a segue could be like, or what's another word for like a segue? Like a motorized hovercraft? I'm just kidding. Watching like rainwater drip from a gutter that's broken. That's like my life story right now outside my house. Beards are like the drip line of the face. Drip lines are, just hanging chains off houses or drip line. I didn't know about drip lines till like 5 years ago, and I mean I definitely saw them, but I'm like, why does somebody have a chain hanging from their gutter and I'm delivering a pizza? You can't spell paint without pain. I'm definitely using these prompts more of as a jumping point, a catalyst, a catapult. Next slide, please. Artificial human meat. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are. Everybody's talking about the meat grown in labs. They're just like, give it to me, 3D print this filet mignon, please. But printing, I guess, what would be human meat? Muscle? What about just printing organs? You know, be like, I don't have to wait for like a type O lung transplant. I don't think. I don't think you need a blood type for a lung transplant, but why not print blood? I would print. Let's print paint dripping. You know, callback. Human meat. Yeah. You know, if you spell human differently, you could spell HUE, and then it would be like the hue of the meat.
Oh God.
Okay. you can't spell meat without me and at. Okay. You can't spell artificial without art. Okay. Next slide. Oh, that was such a dinky slide whistle. Redo it.
Know that,
Put some gusto in it.
Maybe it was from the wrong angle.
Oh, maybe. Oh, that's good.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, that was great.
Is that better? It's the last slide. Wait. Okay.
A world without coffee. Does that mean like coffee beans? Or just like we have the beans, but we just don't make it into coffee? It would be alternatives to caffeine, because there's still caffeine. Or maybe we have coffee, but it's all decaffeinated. No, wait. Now, this is... how can I make this funny? It's, I think I need some coffee to make it funny. Is this a master class? Is this... okay. Watching coffee drip. Painful. Okay. How many more times? I'm gonna say about 10 more times, and then I'm done. After that, it would. I wonder this because sometimes I go like a couple. I've definitely quit coffee for like 3 months at a time, and then I'm like, I don't really need this. I'm just gonna go back because I like it better. It's like why Snoop Dogg said he started smoking weed again. That's not funny. That's why my stepdad said he wanted to coach football. And that's my time.
All right.
Thank you.
Hear it again for Robbie Schroeder.
Let's see.
All right. Here, let me reset the timer. Okay. Here we go.
TV show called Asses with Glasses. It's just about the tech industry. It's about bosses who don't know what they're doing. Or conversely, it's a makeover show where they take people, but they just make over their butts into nerds. I don't know. I'll take the next one. Chatting online with yourself. Oh, I do that all the time. So you know what's fun is that you can actually, I found this out because I just got off Facebook and I've been off it for a month and I feel amazing. My skin is better. My hair is better. I worry less. There's something about the algorithm on Facebook that is like really feeds the dopamine in your brain and is very addictive. And I've done actual drugs. Like Facebook was harder to get off than heroin. I'm not even lying. But like, I think the thing with, so now I'm on Twitter and I've got multiple profiles, and sometimes I'll retweet something from one of my other profiles and then immediately get a notification on that other profile that's like, hey, notification, somebody just liked your post, and I know that it's me. But I still get that little surge of dopamine and press the button like muscle memory, just like, ooh, and I'm like, why am I pressing this? I know it's me. So I think it's good. I realized I can create my own dopamine just by having multiple Twitter accounts. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. Next slide. Do seals tell each other they look tight? Is it like tight or like toy? You know? Like, I've seen a lot of seals. I've seen these these kinds of seals that they go like this. They go, and then they bash each other in the face with their faces. I think that's the opposite of telling someone that they look tight. I think seals probably mostly say like, get away. This is my territory. I don't know. I don't think when you've evolved so that your body is almost entirely made out of a protective material, like to protect you from the elements that you live in on a daily basis, I don't think that you have the luxury of looking tight or toit. Oh, whichever. And I also think that being a seal, like, you don't want to be tight. You want to be like big, and you want to be like fluffy, and you want to have like as much blubber or whatever on you as possible. So like if a seal did tell another seal that it was looking tight, I think it would be an insult. Next slide. Oh, yeah, like every day in my mind. No, that's the thing. I usually win the imaginary fights in my mind. That's the beautiful thing about having a fight in your mind, is that you can go back and do it over again, and then you can win it, and then you can feel proud of yourself, or you can feel ashamed of yourself for not thinking of that earlier. I don't know. I feel like an imaginary fight, like what is imaginary? I mean, if it's in my brain, but then I go out and yell at a barista because I'm taking out my frustration on a poor service worker, is that not a real fight? Next slide. I'm gonna say I think it should just stay "Make America Blank Again," because I don't believe that America should exist. The only thing that I want to make America again is, make it like make America not America again. Make America, I mean, people have said make America Mexico again. That's one thing, but like we could just make America just land again. Make America, because they say these things like make America great again, and like America's never really been like super great, except if you're like a few little people who have like raging egos and problems with sociopathy. So like, you can't make America something again without it being shitty. And I don't want to make America shitty again. So I'm just going to go with make America blank again. Yeah. Do I get one more?
Yeah. This is the last slide.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's definitely angle.
No?
It's definitely angle.
Is that is
It
that a
wasn't-
better angle or a worse angle?
That was worse.
Worse. Yeah.
Worse. Okay, let's see.
There it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
All right. This double slide edition.
I can edit that.
Oh shit.
Or we can keep all. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah,
Doesn't
yeah,
matter.
totally.
Nobody. Well, some people watch it, I guess.
Just our moms. I'm
Yeah.
just kidding.
That's all it is.
My mom doesn't care that much about me.
Well, now it got sad. Anyway,
Oh.
the last slide before it gets too sad.
Hufflepuff stuff. That's drugs. I don't know much about Harry Potter, and honestly, that came in real handy this year because I was like the only queer person that I know who wasn't like tragically betrayed by my favorite author, because my favorite fantasy book was Madeline L'Engle's Wrinkle in Time.
Mm.
And she keeps her fucking mouth shut, you know? Like, I don't know what Madeline L'Engle's views are on trans people. I think she's dead, actually.
Yeah.
So but like, in general, I have a feeling that she's probably pretty cool about it, but I can say that now because, frankly, I mean, I think J.K. Rowling, maybe we can make a deal with God and get Madeline L'Engle back to write like more Wrinkle in Time books, and then God can kill J.K. Rowling, or at least delete her Twitter, because honestly, I'm just tired. I'm tired of having to see everybody shit like, look at what she said today. Oh, look at what she said today. She's so terrible. I miss my Harry Potter. Like, I mean, if I do still have the same Wrinkle in Time book that I've had since I was in like the 4th grade. But if I did find out that Madeline L'Engle was like a Nazi, I would burn it. No problem. So I don't know. I just, all of this, I don't understand why people aren't willing to just be like, oh, that author sucks. And I don't know what Hufflepuff is. That's why I went on a tangent. I honestly don't know anything about Hufflepuffs.
Harry
You can
Potter.
revoke my gay card, I guess. But I don't give a shit about Harry Potter. Okay.
Probably the Harry Potter house I would have ended up in.
Hufflepuff?
Yeah.
Is that so? All I know about Hufflepuff is that everyone
Disrespects them?
everybody who is put in the Hufflepuff house is really into weed. So that's the only thing I know. It's like Hufflepuff Puff Pass, kind of.
See, this is why I'd be the Hufflepuff house.
I don't know what Harry Potter house do you think I would be?
I want to believe we're all Hufflepuff so we can be together, but a cheesy friendship dream.
Yeah, I'm not like motivated enough to be one of the snake people.
Yeah.
What were they called?
Slytherin.
Oh, because that's what snakes do. They be slithering.
And there's Ravenclaw.
That's so lame, J.K. Rowling. She's not even a good writer. Damn, I don't know why people stand this lady.
Oh my goodness.
Anyway, I'm done talking about Harry Potter.
Well, let's hear it for Vee Chattie.
Yeah, good job.
Next slide.
All right.
Yeah. where was Bambi's dad? That's a great question. I like how we never asked that. As a society, none of us are ever like, yo, how come Bambi's dad didn't step in? Because that would be a better movie. I want to see Bambi's dad trying to raise Bambi by himself. And he's like trying to explain to Bambi like what happened to his mom. It would be like touching. He'd be like, but Papa, where's mom? And he's like, don't talk to me about it. And then it would just be him like drinking and watching TV in the woods because they're in the woods. They're deer. And like, you know, Bambi's first antlers, and he's like trying to explain to him. And then at graduation, like he ties like Bambi's tie, and he's like, "Oh, I'm so proud of you. Your mom would be proud." And he start crying. Oh my God, I want to see that whole, like how come, and like there's a trend right now where they're taking like serious or like not serious, but like comic sitcoms and making them into like serious like shows. Like they did it with Archie. They made Riverside. They're doing it with Fresh Prince, where they're gonna make a serious version of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Oh,
And
wow.
yeah, I got a trailer for you. Talk to me about it. It looks really good. It seriously does look good. And now I kind of want them to do like a serious version of Bambi. like okay, so like, you know, Bambi's mom gets shot. We skip all that, and it just goes to like Bambi trying to cope with like the trauma. His dad leaves him and runs away, and he's just left by himself, and it's just a deer in the streets, just doing what it takes to get by. And I would watch 2.5 hours of that. 2.5 full hours. Can you imagine when Thumper shows up? He's like, "Hey man, let me tell you about sex." That would be fucking amazing. It would be great. I want to watch this movie. Okay, I've done enough obsessing about that. I would like to move away from this, please.
I just had a question because I thought that Bambi's dad was in the movie, but he was
What?
kind of
Did he leave?
like half involved. Like he just kind of avoided Bambi until the mom died, and then he's like, "Hey, your mom died," and then he kind of left.
That's how deer dads are, though. Deer dads are really like hands off. They're like,
Yeah, what's
A lot of other dads too, by the way. It's not just the deer dads. There's a lot of hands-off dads who are just like, yeah, you're just go find your mother. What? She's dead? All right, cool. I got to run to the store for some cigarettes. I'll be right back. Yeah. We'll talk about it when I get back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we all gotta watch Bambi together.
yes.
Okay, I'm down.
Someday I'll get really high or something.
I could watch Bambi sober.
I have a projector. We could do it in the parking lot behind my house.
Whoa,
It could be socially distanced.
Bambi party.
Bambi party.
I'd be down for that.
You big
do
sheep.
you want to go to the next slide?
Please. I
I'll
think
pause
I've
it
exhausted
for
all
an
of this.
extra minute because I've.
No, you're fine. I've enjoyed the conversation. Midnight Ding Dongs. Oh my God, let me tell you. I love midnight snacks. I love ding dongs in general. My favorite are the orange ones. I don't know if you guys ever get those, or I might be confusing. I think ding dongs are typically like the chocolate cakes that have like cream in the middle, right? Those ding dongs.
Or
The only
those are
person-
ho-hos, maybe.
Are those ho-hos? How are those different?
Are ho-hos and ding dongs the same?
I thought they were.
One
Or
is
like
wrapped up like a little, like a.
Yeah.
Are they is one individually wrapped?
Cupcake.
Ho-hos are like rolled into a
Okay.
like a roll.
No, those are.
and
I thought those were Swiss rolls.
Oh.
Swiss
Oh,
rolls
yeah.
and ho-hos are the same thing.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay. So are
someone-
ding dongs like the cupcake with the cream in the middle?
Yeah, they look like a doorbell, right, or something. Like I don't know.
Ding
Well,
dong.
I hope so. That would make a lot more sense than just being called ding dongs without looking like a doorbell. That actually,
Why did
I-
they make a food that looks like a doorbell? Sorry.
why would they call it a doorbell and then not like make it look like a doorbell? Maybe they're like, what are we gonna call these? And someone's like, haha, ding dongs. They're like, but they don't look like doorbells. Make them look like doorbells. And then they took them back and made them look like doorbells. Like snowballs look like snowballs. Like, why would we deviate from this? Why would we be like, oh, this is where we're gonna fuck up at ding dongs? No, we can do that at Twinkies. We don't have to do it here. I don't know what a Twinkie looks like. Midnight
It
Ding
looks like a
Dongs.
twink.
I don't know what they're meant. Well, yeah, I guess maybe. Ooh, what if that is what they're meant to look like?
A twink?
Yeah,
Do I look like a Twinkie to you?
I mean,
You have two holes with.
pre-blonde hair, I would have said no, but
What?
now, yeah. back to my midnight ding dong story. So here's the thing that happened to me because of comedy. I like midnight snacking, and a lot of comedy shows end, as you guys all know, like right around midnight. And a lot of times I would go to an open mic and I'd do a couple in one night, and I would like sometimes I'd have a bad night, and I'd be like, man, that was rough. I bummed, and I feel bad, and I would be like driving home, and I'd be like, you know what, just to like make myself feel a little bit better, I'll stop at 7-Eleven. Like I'll just grab a snack. I'll just get like a snack, right? Like I like hot dogs, like trash hot dogs from 7-Eleven. I don't like good hot dogs. Those are terrible. Give me that. I like trash hot dogs and that nacho cheese sauce that's not made out of cheese or anything nacho. I like that. I want that. Give me that. And so I would stop and get those to like make myself feel better. And then as I slowly got better at comedy, I would have great nights. I was like, oh man, I was on fire tonight. This was great. I should celebrate. I should stop and get some donut. I should stop and get like a donut or a hot dog or something. And so that what happens is basically every night I'm just like stopping, like I should just get something. Let me just eat something. And I realized I was just eating at midnight. And then one day I was on a show and there were pictures from that show. And I looked and I was like, holy shit, my stomach is gigantic. So the moral of this story is ding dongs at midnight are terrible unless it's a euphemism for sex. If we're talking sex, if you're just sucking dicks at midnight, do it. Do that. I have never gained weight from a dick. You can't do it. I can't do it. I guess technically you can, but I can't. So yeah, dicks at midnight. Just that's what I'm here to promote. I'm here to promote dicks at midnight. Didn't think that was going to go there, did you? Next slide. How to shave a kiwi. Well, I guess first you have to ask the kiwi if it wants to be shaved. And then I guess like there needs to be like some travel arrangements to go to New Zealand. Yeah. I mean, and then I guess I think you need to go straight razor. I believe that's the best way to shave in general. You're gonna want to get like a good strop, and then the back of the strop is like cotton, and then you warm up the razor with the back, and then you turn it over, and then you strop the razor for like 4 to 5 minutes, and then after you get done with that, throw that shit away because that's terrible. Don't use a straight razor on your face. I would say maybe safety razor, and then if you're really into it, because kiwis are pretty soft, I feel like you could shave it with your tongue if you really tried. Like if you just really just licked it hard, like all the hair would come off. So give that a shot first, like just with your tongue, lick it all off. This is progressing terribly. So fly to New Zealand, get consent, use your tongue. That's how you shave a kiwi. That's weird. Next slide. What goes down in a nerd fraternity sorority? Oh, man. Okay. I don't want to reference this because this exists already. So I guess like street games of Jeopardy. I don't know if have you ever played like Street Jeopardy before? Is anyone familiar with Street Jeopardy?
Mm-mm.
Street
No.
Jeopardy. Okay, so I'll try to explain it to you. So you get a lot of ne'er-do-wells, and you gather them together for what is a trivia contest, but in the streets. You don't buzz in. You just shoot a gun in the air, and we're like, "Ooh, you have something to say." And so I imagine that's what goes down in nerd fraternities and sororities is Street Jeopardy. They gather around, they ask each other questions, they shoot guns inside, which is a very dangerous thing to do. You should not do it. And they're just like, everything must be in the form of a question. Everything. Even if you're like, I need a bathroom break. Form of a question. What is, I need to pee now? Correct, go. And that's how I feel like a nerd fraternity gets down. And it's at any given time. So like if you're playing Street Jeopardy, you could be asleep in your bed, and then you wake up and bam, you're in Street Jeopardy. You don't have a choice. It just happens when it happens. I feel like that's just the entire feeling of it. It's just Street Jeopardy all the time. Just go. Questions. Peeing. You don't know what's happening. It's crazy. That's what goes down in a nerd fraternity. Street Jeopardy. I want to play that. It was a real hot thing before COVID, unfortunately. Now we just play social distancing Jeopardy, where we just get very mad at each other for not having masks or staying away from each other. It's the best. super excited about it. Am I on my last slide?
Yeah, this will be the last one.
Give me some of that slide whistle.
Oh.
You should do that one
Nice.
again. It didn't
Yeah.
quite pick up.
I got some reverb.
Oh man! All right, let me get this.
Nice.
Ooh.
Nice. That was really good.
There we go. I always get it on the second try. All right.
Yes. Okay. I have given this some thought. Penguins are cuddly animals, and there's nothing more incredible than seeing cuddly animals kill each other. And there's the added bonus that there's ice involved, so there's just literal blood on the ice. So here's what we do: we get all the penguins for whatever reason. I think it would be really cute to give them like little hockey sticks and hockey pucks. And we give them like little hockey jerseys with different colors. So like we'll put a whole bunch of blue jerseys on these penguins and give them blue hockey sticks and pucks. And then we'll put like red jerseys and hockey sticks and pucks. And then we'll just set them at each other. And eventually like they'll throw the sticks down and like throw their gloves down and just start duking it out. I think we need to give them a reason to have a war. So I want to do like a Helen of Troy. So we need to find a really hot penguin that all the other penguins can be inspired by. And the idea there would be like, all right, so then we kidnap that penguin and we take them to the other penguins with the blue jerseys on. And we're like, look, they kidnapped your hot penguin. Or I guess the better thing to do, because a lot of the male penguins take care of the eggs, we would just kidnap all of the eggs from all the other penguins and then put them on the other side to frame the red shirt penguins. It's blue shirt versus red shirt. That way I'm not going to lose track of this. So we take all the eggs from the blue shirt penguins. We steal all their eggs. We take them all over to the red shirt penguins and we put them under the red shirt penguins. And then the blue shirt penguins will wake up in the morning and be like, what the fuck, bro? We're all our children. And the red shirt penguins will be like, we got your kids right here. Here are your kids. And then the penguin war pops off. So we need hockey sticks, tiny, cute, adorable hockey sticks. I cannot stress this enough, with razor blades on the end. So that way they have some use. We need pucks, same thing, razor sharp, very cute. We need jerseys. Ideally, the jerseys are like bulletproof vests, or they're like razor resistant, so that they have some armor. 'Cause I don't want it to be like over instantly. And then we need to stealthily be willing to, in the middle of the night, steal children from penguins who are completely innocent, and then frame another group of very innocent penguins so that a war happens. Which means we just basically have to be very American. I think we can do it. I'm going to fund this entire war with cocaine. J 2024. I think I'll end with that.
Make America kill penguins again.
Okay. Here for Jay Jones.
I have one.
Yeah.
A bunny rabbit with the body of a man.
Bunny rabbit, the body of a man. So wait, is the head human sized, or is it a bunny sized head as well?
It's a bunny-sized head.
Oh, that just gonna say, because they could try to be like the Easter bunny, but if it's a bunny sized head, everyone will be like, no, you're not.
Well, and also a bunny brain.
A bunny brain. Jeez. I'm trying to think of a direction that this would end up that's funny and not just sad. But most of it's just like, oh, then they go to a mental hospital and then their parents neglect that they even exist, and I guess one of their parents would be a bunny. I don't know which one. I don't know how that happened. Either way, it's tragic. There's no happy half bunny child.
Okay.
At least they like carrots, I guess. They'd have good vision. That's the optimistic part of that. What else?
Let's see.
How about rideshare if you drove cars like the Flintstones did with their feet?
So would you have to like help, like start the car up,
Yeah, I think you'd have to put some effort in.
or would you just make the driver do it every time? You just, like, I'm gonna sit here. You can struggle. It's like this old man. You're just like, taking too long. Gonna be late. Gonna give you a bad tip.
I guess there could be something that.
Flintstones person.
Sorry. I think
Hills
hills would be hard. I don't know how that works, but
Yeah.
It would be hard.
Momentum.
Yeah.
or maybe there's a dinosaur that does some conveyor thing at the hills that you lock
That's
into, like a amusement park ride.
Like
Oh, I have one.
Yeah. What? Wait.
So my fish died. Can you write a eulogy for my fish?
Wait, what kind of fish was it?
A beta fish.
What was its name?
It didn't have a name yet. I only had him for a few weeks.
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
I think he ate all the shrimp and then he ate too much. I put shrimp in there to clean the tank and now they're all gone and he's dead.
No.
I think he ate them and then he died because he ate too many shrimps.
Oh my God, I've done that at Red Lobster so many times.
So yeah, we need a eulogy.
Okay.
For my fish.
Here's a eulogy for Vee's beta fish that was unnamed. So I guess we should name them now. It's a good beta fish name.
Beta.
Well, not beta.
Boyo?
We want to remember this fish as an alpha fish.
Alpha.
Not a bad kind of alpha fish.
In that case, you could just call him Harold.
How about Alfonso?
Harold Alfonso. This is a eulogy for Harold Alfonso, V's beta fish, who ate way too many shrimp and died and lived pretty much the best life that any beta fish could ask for. Because, I mean, what else is there to do as a beta fish? I guess breed, maybe. So there's, I mean, got 1 out of 2 on the beta checklist. So I'm sure that what was it again? Harold Alfonso?
Yeah.
Harold Alfonso, I'm sure, had a fun time in whatever things that were in the tank. Whatever those were.
Plants.
Let's hear it for Harold Alfonso.
What about a moment of silence, right?
And hopefully they didn't go to beta hell. That would suck.
That's
right,
just where they put all the betas in one tank.
No.
I got one. Uber pool, but it's that limo that has a pool in the back of it. So when it comes and picks you up, you can swim while you go to your next destination.
Oh, so it's like a pun.
Uber pool, but with a pool.
But wait, wouldn't the pool like splash everywhere, and there'd be a lot of like tech going into that?
Most
right?
likely, yes.
It'd be the future.
But it'd be like a pool party on wheels.
Are you allowed to bring like pool noodles? And
Yes.
or maybe they already have them, but I don't know if you want to have like the shared pool noodles. Gross. What else do pools? Does it? Well, I wouldn't have a diving board. That'd be a dumb idea.
I think it should.
Tragic. Maybe they got like a little water slide in there. Be really little though. It's like one. That'd be efficient. Let's see. That's all I know about pools. First, I was thinking when you were saying, I thought it was like a billiards pool. I mean, but that wouldn't work at all because they'd just all be moving around. Super, super good driver. Best driver ever. But yeah. Let's see. Does anyone have anything else?
I was trying to think of something about shoulder pads, but I couldn't think of the. I don't know.
Best tech augmented animals as minions for evil villains. Example: sharks with freaking laser beams on their heads.
Best
tech augmented animals
best.
as hench beings for evil villains.
I mean, I always like the idea of like a cyborg goldfish. They'd have super good memory, and no one would see it coming.
You said short memory?
But they'd have super good memory.
Oh, okay.
They remember everything. They're like spies.
Because they're a cyborg?
Yeah, because they enhance their brains.
Awesome. So it like fixes the worst part about a goldfish.
Yeah, even though I think that's a stereotype about goldfish.
It is.
Yeah, it's not even true. Goldfish know. They know what you've done. Let's see. I'm trying to think of other animals that I'd want. I'm thinking it'd all be the same reason that like I want to have like cyborg sloths, but then they're like super fast.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and stuff. And you're like, oh, what's this sloth gonna do? And then he just sets you on fire with his jetpack. You're like, oh well, lost this battle. An embarrassing way to die.
Or like a fast turtle too. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the turtles. I still like that. This isn't my idea, but the idea of duct taping two turtles together so they can't get stuck on their backs. I wanted to make a game with that of just
Wouldn't
two turtles.
one always be on its back though?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but in a fight,
It's like the American system, man. One person's always on their back as long as you're on your feet.
it's got really metaphorical. I don't want turtles and cyborg animals to get all metaphorical. Well, that's what happened. Let's see. So do more cyborg animals.
Do one. You can do a slide whistle for yourself.
Slide. Okay. Self slide. I'll try to.
Great.
Oh shit! Nice.
There we go. Yeah, I have to just keep it center.
You can do more,
one?
or we can do one more. Yeah.
Well, did you have one more prompt? Or we're.
I don't have enough confidence in my prompts.
What's the best candy ever?
The best candy
Ever.
That's like the hardest question ever. Give me a moment.
Well, if you could swim in a vault full of candy, which one do you pick?
In a vault full of candy? That's a totally different question, though, because
that's true, because you don't want your favorite candy for that.
I want whatever candy is the least melty. So it just stays as is. Which I guess in that case it'd probably be whatever that stuff. You remember that like candy on the paper? It was really hard to eat.
Dots.
Is that what it was?
Yeah,
Those
love those
Wrapped in
things.
paper? But like that'd be the best to have a vault of because it'd be mostly paper. You wouldn't have to worry about it a month later and it all like just rotting. kind of be covering itself up.
And what's the best candy ever?
The best candy. This is so hard. I can't do this. I don't want to play favorites. Candy. This is the toughest question I've ever had to answer. Oh boy. This is tough. Do you all know about that candy, salted nut rolls?
No.
No. They're kind of like paydays.
I
they're
love
sort of-
paydays.
They're sort of better, but they have a totally worse name. So they're like this kind of like indie candy
Uh-huh.
that only like people secretly know about that dare to eat something named salted nut roll. They're really good. They're like paydays, but then they got this extra like frosting nougat thing or something in it.
Ooh.
Yeah. So it feels kind of healthy when you're eating it because it's peanuts and chocolate. Even though it's not healthy, but it's, I like being able to fool myself when eating candy. So I feel about salted nut rolls.
I'm gonna go find them.
This mic sponsored by salted nut rolls by whatever company made those, some smaller company. Hopefully they don't, steal water from babies and all that. Like Nestle.
Pearson's makes them, by the way.
I hope they're not a part of Nestle or something.
Not yet. They still are independent.
Ooh, well, good on them.
Yep.
All right, Pearsons.
Oh, this looks dope.
Well, anyway, thank you all for attending the mic.
Thanks for having it.
That is the end.